Hey guys, this is Stacia the Cunning Mom and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the review of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days tell-all part 2. It's more like part 2 and part 3. The thing was 3 hours long. 3 hours. Unnecessarily long. So I'm just going to dive right into it because it was a train wreck. So for the tell-all part 2, they started out with Darcy, her sister, Tom and his sister, and Jesse was in the back. He introduced himself, or he met Angela in the elevator, and then they go into the room together, and Jesse was trying to introduce himself to the other people, and Tim refused to shake his hand, and Avery refused to shake his hand. So I guess they all had some words for him. They were trying to figure out why he was there. I mean, I was trying to figure out why he was there. So Angela didn't like that, and she just like bulldozed into them. She just came in like a wrecking ball, and she was just cursing everybody out, and she jumped on Avery. And frankly, I think she jumped on Avery because she had some feelings about Avery's attitude towards her mom, because she did express that. And I guess the fact that she's younger and she can bully her. And she was calling everyone else a bully. She's saying everyone else is bullying Jesse, but she's the biggest bully in the room. The biggest bully. I think Angela just likes to control the situation. She likes to be the one talking. She's saying that people aren't listening, but she's really the one that's not listening. She is the biggest bully there. So Sean Robinson, the moderator, so I guess they heard all the ruckus going on in the back, and she brought them all out trying to figure out what's going on. And Angela, she just went in with the yelling and the screaming. And Rebecca, she stepped in. And Angela just got up like she was ready to fight her. Yeah, so at that point, I think everybody was over her attitude, and the producers, they even had bodyguards that had to step in. And the producer decided that they're just gonna do her segment, and then they will let her leave. So they went right into her segment. So it was Angela and Michael. So basically, Michael is hanging on by the thread, trying his best just to make it here to the United States. That's my opinion on that. Angela's saying that Michael is not allowed to go out with his friends. He's not allowed to have a social life. So Sean asked him, is he not gonna have a social life? And she basically said that no, he needs to spend the time with his mom. He needs to stay home and spend time with his mother, because he's gonna be gone and they're not gonna be able to travel back for a long time, so he needs to spend as much time as he can with his mother. Once again, Angela trying to control him. Michael has no idea what he's in for when he gets here. He has, well, let's say he has an idea. He does have an idea. So they asked him if Angela cannot give him a child, if he would stay with her. And he did not directly answer the question. He said that he believes God can do all things. God can do the impossible. So he's hanging on to hope that Angela is going to give him a child. And they're still trying to pressure Angela's daughter, Skylar, I think her name is. They're still trying to pressure her to get her eggs. And she's like, I'm not giving my egg because it would be my child. It's like I'm gonna be having a child with Michael. Even Michael was like, Skylar, we need to talk. But they gave an update on his visa, said the visa is in the works and he should be getting it. They project that he will be getting it before the end of the year. I just feel bad for Michael. I mean, he's a fool for putting up with Angela. I feel bad for him because she is very abusive. I will not be surprised if she starts beating him. She is abusive, verbally and physically, as she has demonstrated today. Verbally and physically. If she can just jump on these people that she doesn't even know, what is she gonna do with someone in her house? She can do this when she's in public on national TV. What is she gonna do when she's in the confines of her own home. The woman has zero self-control. Good luck to you, Michael. I think you will come to find out that there's some things worth more than coming to the United States, like your dignity. So they sent Angela packing, and Jesse is another one that they sent packing after he had his little 5 minutes. I have no idea why Jesse's there, honestly. So he said he's there to give an update on his life. He's doing public speaking, and then they show some clips of him speaking to some elderly people. Looks like people in a nursing home. I don't know what type of motivational speaking he's doing, but it was just a ploy for him to get on TV as far as I'm concerned, because it was unnecessary, it was boring. And then he started showing text messages of Darcy texting him, and you can see that there aren't much responses. I don't know when the messages were sent. I don't know how long ago the messages were sent. There was no date, no timestamp on it. But he said he has proof that Darcy has been stalking him, and she's been texting him, communicating with him up to like a month ago or something, he said. Still trying to get back with him, saying that it could work. He also said that he gave her money. He said he had proof of all this. Anyway, Jesse gave his little 2 cents, and then he ended up leaving. Him and Angela, goodbye. So now we're going to talk quickly about Benjamin and Akini. Fidel, Akini's brother, was on the show, and they asked for his opinion about Benjamin, and he said Benjamin was just average. They discussed the drinking, Akini's behavior when they were drinking, and Benjamin said that he didn't have a problem with her drinking. He just had a problem with her losing control of herself when she drinks, which is understandable. And then the topic of the bride price, the dowry, came up. So Benjamin said he is worried about the bride price because he has no idea how long he'll be paying it. The next time he goes back to Kenya, he has to finish paying. And Fidel says that he owes him. I thought the payment went to the dad, the parents. I don't know how he owes Fidel. He's the brother. I just hope these people are not using Benjamin. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I hope they're not using him, because even Akini, she is like, yeah, when he comes back, he needs to come back with the dowry. I mean, they're just stressing the dowry so much. It's a shame. That's a shame. I hope they're not using him. So now I'm going to talk about Tim and Jennifer. There wasn't a whole lot about the two of them. Mainly everyone spoke about Tim's sexuality. Tim said that he is accustomed to being questioned about whether he's gay, whether he was born a woman, and whatever. And he said that he is all man, he was born a man, and he loves women. And that's the end of that. And Jennifer did step in, and she said that she was like, yeah, she does not think he's gay. At that time, she questioned it because she just didn't understand. She just didn't understand why he didn't want to be intimate with her. So that's why she was questioning at that time. Veronica told her that she has no idea what she's getting into. I don't know if she told her that or if she just mentioned it on the show. She said that Jennifer had no idea what she was getting into. And everybody was trying to figure out, like, what does that mean? And Jennifer said that she's pretty sure she knows what it means, because Tim is very moody. She said he is like a roller coaster. It's like he's happy and then he's upset, and yeah, I guess they'll just have to learn to adapt. But he filed for a visitor's visa for her, so it's not a fiance visa. They're not ready for that step yet, thank goodness. And yeah, so he filed for the visitor's visa, and I guess she'll come visit soon. So next is Rebecca and Zied. Now everyone wanted to know why Rebecca waited until the last minute to tell Zied that she was in a relationship with another woman, and also about her marriage. And her excuse was that she didn't want his family to know, because if she told him prior, then he would tell his family. She didn't want the family to find out because they're going to force him to choose. But he was going to have to find out eventually. So delaying it only made things worse as far as I'm concerned. They're gonna find out eventually. And that's what John was like. So don't you think his family's gonna find out? And she was like, no, she doesn't think they're gonna find out. You are on an international television show. What makes you think you're not gonna find out? There's TV, there's the internet. Like, come on. And Zied said if he knew she was married prior, he would not have asked her to come. He would not have asked her to come to Tunisia. Rebecca's friend, her business partner, was on the show, and she's like a private investigator. So Rebecca said that she is a general manager for a few restaurants, and she also does PI work on the side. So when Zied comes, her plan is to give him a job in one of her restaurants. So I guess that's the plan for him when he gets here. I think her divorce, she didn't actually come out and say her divorce is final, but the way she was speaking, it was if her divorce is final, and she said that she has the paperwork already started for him. So Avery and Omar, first of all, I just want to say Avery should have minded her own business. She had no right getting involved in Darcy and Jesse's situation. She perpetuated that. But I will also say that she has a right to her opinion. I'm sitting here, I'm giving my opinion. She is sitting in front of him, and she probably felt like she needed to give her opinion. And she was trying to figure out why he was there, because she thought he came there to start some kind of problem in Darcy's relationship. But it was not her relationship, so she should not have been prying that much. You can ask a question and someone answer you and you just fall back. That's what she should have done. But Avery is Avery, and she does whatever she wants to do, like she said. So I'll digress from that. So as of right now, the plan is for Avery. I think she said she already has a plane ticket, and she's going to meet Omar in Lebanon. They're going to spend some time in Lebanon. Omar is going to continue his education. He is working on his master's degree, and he said once he gets his master's degree, they are going to move to another country. I don't know what their final destination is. Initially, they said Dubai. It could be Lebanon, who knows? But the fact is that they plan on moving to another country so that they can be together. Next is Caesar and Maria. Now, everyone is telling Caesar that he needs to move on. Everyone feels sorry for Caesar. Everyone's telling Caesar that he's allowing Maria to use him. She's taking advantage of him. And Caesar is sitting there looking like the victim. I no longer consider Caesar a victim. After the entire show, after watching the entire season, after the tell-all, it's clear to see that he is not a victim. He allowed this to happen to him, and he continues to allow it to happen to him. So Maria shows up, and Caesar jumps right in, and the first question he asks is if she has a boyfriend. Is she seeing someone right now? And Maria says no. And in the clip that played just before her answer, she said that she met someone when she was talking to someone. So everybody's like, you just said that you were talking to, that you have someone. You just said it. And she was like, yeah, that was just for fun. I mean, Maria has zero emotions in anything that she's saying. It's just blasé. Zero emotions, like she just doesn't care. So the question came up on money, the amount of money that she sent, that Caesar sent to her. And Caesar said he sent over $40,000. Maria said that was a lie. So they asked, was it half of that? Did he send 20,000? She said no, that was a lie. And then they asked, is it like 5,000? She said it's more like 5,000 over the 5-year period. And the relationship wasn't even 5 years. So, I mean, really, it's up to you to decide who to believe. I think he's lying about the amount of money he's sent to her. And I also think he's lying about how long their relationship has been. And they asked her if she'd ever loved Caesar, and she said yes, she did. At one point she loved him. We did see videos with her telling him that she loves him and calling him husband. Definitely played him. She definitely used him to get money from him. The question is, how long was the relationship? And were they even in a relationship throughout the taping of 90 Day Fiancé? That's the open-ended question. That is the open-ended question that we never got an answer to. And if you watch the show, you see that there's several times when Maria makes statements when she said that Caesar got what he wanted. What does she mean by that? And Caesar jumps in. He was like, I know what she means. Sean was asking, what do you mean he got what he wanted? Caesar jumps in. I know what she means by that. I know what she means. He was trying to shut her up. He didn't want her to answer the question because she's saying that he got what he needed. He got what he wanted. And now everyone thinks she's the villain. Everyone thinks she's the bad person. And everyone loves him. Now my theory is the relationship was over. Caesar asked her to continue so he can be on the show. Continue with the taping so he can be on the show. So he can get exposure. I think he's a model. I don't know what type of model. I'm not gonna judge, even though that's what I'm doing right now. But, and then, yeah, so she continued. Now she is made to look like the bad person that's using him. And everyone hates her. And that's what she meant by that. My personal opinion. I think that's what she meant, but Caesar didn't want her to say it. That's why he was trying to shut her up before she even responded to Sean. And I think that's why Maria has no emotions. Caesar is sitting there pouring his heart out. Oh, I love you, and I just want this to work. The woman told him to move on like 10 times. She said, I don't understand why you're holding on. You just need to move on. Everyone, I think a majority of the cast did say that they're more confused now. Yeah, they are confused because you watch the show and you only get the side of one person. You watch the show through the eyes of one person, that's Caesar. It's all that he's telling you. And the way he's portraying her is that she's a user. Now, she did use him because I don't think she said he wasn't even her type. She's attracted to blonde hair, blue eyes. That is not Caesar. That's not her type. So she did use him. But I think he also used her because he got on the show. He had no one. And he used her to get on the show, 90 Day Fiancé. So that's my opinion on that. What's clear to me is that Maria has been telling him to move on for a while now. And he's the one that's trying to hold on to the relationship. You can't be in a relationship by yourself. After watching that tell-all and seeing her reaction to him, even after watching her break up with him, even after watching that, you can see she's been telling him that it's over, just move on with your life. And Caesar is just like hanging on for dear life, just hanging on. After all that, he said, I still think we can make it work. We can make it work. And everybody's like, Caesar, she's set to move on. She doesn't want to be with you. Caesar's just not getting it. He's just clueless. Good luck, Caesar. Good luck. Well, all in all, the tell-all part 2 and part 3 could have been a 1-hour show, in my opinion. It was 2 hours too long. There was a lot of unnecessary yelling, unnecessary drama, and unnecessary guests there. So I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit disappointed in the tell-all. I think Sean could have pressed a little bit more on some topics. I think Darcy's story could have been shortened. I think Angela should have been kicked out sooner. She should not be allowed to abuse people. And I think Caesar and Maria's segment should have been edited some more. So that's my opinion on that. But I do look forward to the next season of 90 Day Fiancé because I am addicted. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. I am more interested in your opinions on Caesar and Maria because we really didn't get any good answers last night. I was actually surprised that the show came on last night. I thought it was going to be next week. So yeah, I was surprised that it came on last night. And when I saw it was 3 hours, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was too much. But I made it through it. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.